guys and welcome to IVU Sunday. It is so epic to have so many of you here this morning. I also hope you had a great all together last Sunday. I was blasted off into space and I was with the youth. Not the youth, you're the youth. I was with the kids, which was so much fun.
Everywhere.
Yeah, the youth were everywhere.
Helping in kids.
Oh, come on.
And they were listening to Anthony's epic talk.
Yeah, I still need to go back and listen to that.
It was good. And on Mondays, what did we do?
We had a great game of dodgeball, but there was so much cheating going on, so we need a rematch.
Harry.
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah. Oh. So make sure you're there on a Monday because we always have fun. Well, today we're going to start off this whole shebang with a bit of a game. So we're going to play fake news or great news. So it's up to you guys to listen to these stories and decide if they are real or if they are fake. So you're going to have a bit of time to listen to it and then talk to the person next to you. Fake or great, you decide.
Over to us in the studio.
Woo. Welcome to the news. Today's breaking top stories for you are...
Australia is moving further north, which means people using sat-navs might struggle to find significant landmarks. Earlier we spoke with Brett, who said he'd been lost in the outback for 3 weeks whilst trying to find Sydney Opera House.
Crikey, mate, I was so lost in the outback. I had to fight 2 things. What were they? Crocodiles and grizzly bears.
Crikey mate, this one is real!
Breaking news. Woman gives birth to 4-stone baby. Sheila gave birth to aptly named David Goliath Jones, who was the equivalent weight of a 7-year-old. She was heavily sedated at the time, but is pleased to be in the Guinness Book of Records.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
According to our sources, there is a new golf course being opened underwater. This was decided after golf course owner Luke Anthony had lost too many balls on a recent round. Luke stated that this would save golfers millions of pounds on golf balls.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
Spiders created a blanket of cobwebs covering the waterfront in a Greek town recently. In the Greek town of Atilikolo, that may be incorrect, cobwebs covered an area of at least 300 yards long, according to Sky News. But if you're afraid of spiders, fear not. A molecular biologist told a Greek news outlet the spiders will have their party and die soon. This one is real, I'm afraid, you arachnophobes.
Judy Cochran, a grandmother from Texas, took matters into her own hands after authorities were slow to react after her horse was eaten by an alligator. The elderly woman shot the 12-foot alligator at her own ranch in Texas. This one is real news. Judy Cochran did shoot a 12-foot alligator. Yeehaw!
Breaking news. A passenger jet did a barrel roll when landing during a typhoon in China. A video of a plane spinning in the air before landing has gone hugely viral, with at least 50 million views on social media. According to one widely spread tweet, the plane was struggling in high winds during a typhoon Mangkhut in mid-September. The pilot, Michael Snopes, said he'd never experienced anything like this, but he is very thankful to his co-pilot for helping him land it.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
Breaking news, news just in. Man gets hit in the face by a seal, hitting him with an octopus. New Zealand fur seal slaps a kayaker in the face with an octopus. Kyle Melinda was paddling off the South Island town of Kaikoura over the weekend when he inadvertently became entangled in a battle between a bull seal and the octopus it wanted for lunch. This one is real. Take a look at this footage.
Underwater?
News in from Wales. Robot becomes head teacher in a school in Wales. Students at a primary school in Cardiff have welcomed Robohead as the leader of their school. He has been taken in as an experiment to improve test results. The children are at the minute saying they haven't noticed any difference.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
So I wonder how you guys did. A little bit funny, a little bit awkward there. There were some good
That took
stories.
a long time to do, and it was very hot.
It was very hot, it was very
Yeah.
funny. To be honest with you, we laughed quite a lot.
There's some bloopers.
Yes, definitely. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got the news correct. Because sometimes it's actually quite difficult, isn't it, to know what is real and what's not. But today we're doing all of that because we're going to discuss this verse with you guys today.
God is spirit, and his worshippers must worship him in the spirit and in truth.
So you might have heard that verse before. It's a bit of a famous one, but I wonder what it really means to worship in spirit and in truth.
Well, that's dead easy, isn't it, Emma? Spirit is like whiskey, doing loads of shots of alcohol.
What, in church? I'm not sure. What about truth then?
Well, truth is easy too. That's like saying, oh, Luke, you're really handsome, or you really smell. It's just easy, you're telling the truth.
Well, at least one of those is true anyway. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I wonder what you guys think about what is spirit and in truth. We're going to discuss it today during this session. So, worshipping in church. I wonder if you've ever just been at church and you're just singing. You just sing along, or you mouth the words and it's a bit of a sing-song. Well, that's good, and it's great to join in. As we've said in a previous session, it's great to worship no matter what. But actually, there's so much more to singing and to worship if you're worshipping in spirit. And actually, there's two things we want to tell you today.
Have you ever seen the football fans singing at their home stadium where they get so passionate and so into what they are actually singing? Take a look at this video now. So unfortunately that video is of Liverpool, which makes me sad. But one thing I do notice from that is just look how passionate they are, how much they want their team to win, and just, yeah, like I said, the passion is really coming through. I wonder what that would look like for us to do that during worship and just really believe what we're singing about and who we're singing for. How much passion do you have when you're telling your Creator how amazing He is?
The major thing that is different from us and football fans is that yes, we can be passionate, but actually the bit about spirit is about passion, but it is also about that we can be connected to the Holy Spirit. Because when you're connected to the Holy Spirit, it moves your singing from just songs and just words and just fun and music to something so much deeper, and it becomes alive in us. So, are you connected to the Holy Spirit? So that was the first bit, all about worshipping in spirit, but it also told us that we need to worship in truth.
It did, and the first thing about truth is when you're singing, when we're worshipping God, do you actually believe what you're singing? Do you believe that there is truth in the words that we're singing? Or are you just going through the motions like we said before? Because once you start worshipping God, then that's when you realise that the truth of His character, and you start connecting with Him.
Worship is a bit like holding up a mirror to yourself, that God shows you things about yourself fresh, like looking at it for the very first time. He reveals truths about who you are and about who He is. So when we worship Him, remember that we're worshipping in truth. He will show you more about you. So there's been lots to think through today. I hope you guys have enjoyed your session and I hope you have a great rest of the time together.
See you guys, bye.
See ya.